On this episode of the Pig Roach Files, we're going to talk about leaks, chat, and mods. This week, I'm coming to you from the DIA Gardens once again. Springtime is getting pretty close now, and we're stringing together quite a few nice days. The storm systems have moved on, and we're getting a little bit of clearer skies, and I could say much of the same to some of those mods that DSP had. Yes, a couple of them have now moved on, and most of it came to light thanks to some leaks that came out last week. I wanted to do an agent update on them right away, but I decided to go ahead and hold off and see how they developed and changed the landscape of the Pig Roach nest first. Agent Mr. Huth put together this 7-minute or so video, which has some of the leaks in them. And I want you to go ahead and listen to it because, well, the Pig Roach, he tries to go ahead and do some mental gymnastics to get over those hurdles that people were asking him in his chat.
Wings of Redemption fan cheer. He says, why did a few of your mods quit Phil? Disagreements. It's very simple. They disagreements. They felt they didn't want to mod anymore. You know, and that's fine. Moderation is a option, not optional, but a voluntary thing is what I meant to say. And if at any time, mod feels, I can't live up to my duties, or I don't think I want to do this anymore, they can. In particular, I can tell you, being very frank, Swaggins, basically since January, has had issues with me, because during my Resident Evil 2 playthrough, at the end of the playthrough, he screwed up and said the wrong thing in stream chat, and then he tried to copy and paste the thing he said wrong multiple times, as evidence like he didn't. Basically, he was telling me to fight the final boss in an incorrect way that didn't work. And I got frustrated because I was trying to beat the game within a certain time frame that I had to beat it. And I would have appreciated no advice than bad advice. And he didn't like the fact that I called him out on stream for it. But he never really spoke directly to me about it. Then, as you know, Sekiro came out. And he is a humongous, ginormous, ultimate fan of Sekiro and From Software in general. And he loves the game. He loves the combat. He loves everything about it. And I don't. I like a lot of stuff about Sekiro, but I prefer Dark Souls combat. I've basically criticized the game a lot of times during the game. And even though I would admit sometimes I'm over the top with my criticisms and I end up kind of being unfair, I completely agree. I know that when I get angry, I get unfair. I believe that I've had a lot of valid criticisms. All right, a lot of valid criticisms of Sekiro. Some things that I've had on screen. Cameras getting locked in a corner. Can't see shit. According to Swaggins, none of those are valid. It's just because I suck, which is stupidity. I mean, I have it on camera, these things happening, and most people would admit the game's not perfect, but for some reason, he just would not. He just basically said everything I said wrong about the game, was because I suck at the game or whatever. Then later on, he rolled back on that and said, oh, no, I didn't mean, that's not true. To which case, I said some extreme things about him too, and basically said he's an ultimate fanboy of From Software, and he won't listen to anything that I say about the game. Basically, we went back and forth, right? But it was all public. This is the thing. This is all stuff that happened on streams during gameplay streams. Then he disappears, and hasn't been here for like 2 weeks, and says nothing. So you tell me, and then all of a sudden in stream chat, stream chat actually was moderated chat earlier today. I said, I'd like to know what's going on with Swaggins, considering the guy's been MIA. And you got people, talking about rumors and stuff in the stream chat about where is he or whatever. I can't answer it. I don't know where the hell he is. And basically he came back and said exactly what I said. That since January, since the Resident Evil 2 thing, and now the Sekiro thing, and all the drama, he's had enough. So, okay, fine, bye. Appreciate everything you've done, but oh well, I guess that's it. It was your choice. You never had the mod to begin with, and you decide that it's enough, it's enough. Goodbye. Good luck. Okay. So then moving on, Lord Lamb basically, I guess, doesn't believe me when it comes to my story about my trip. And he basically says if I don't feel that I have, faith in someone, I don't want to moderate for them. And I said, I actually respect that. Goodbye. I respect that, you know? So there you go. Lord Lamb apparently thinks I'm a liar or something when it comes to what I'm telling you guys about my trip to Connecticut. If he absolutely does not believe in me, then he should not be a moderator. He's right. And so I actually 100% respect the way he went about it. Basically just said, you know, I don't want to be a mod anymore. I said, okay. And that was it. That was pretty easy, right? So there you go. And there's your answer. Pretty simple, right? And that's the thing, you know, moderators are moderators. They're not here to get a paycheck. This isn't their job. They're doing it out of their own volition. And, you know, it's if they feel that it's gotten to a point where they're not having fun anymore, right? Then they have the right to say, okay, you know, I'm out of here. And that's fine. In fact, I'm happy now that we got resolution because the Swaggins thing, he hasn't been around for weeks moderating at all. So no one knew what the hell was going on with this guy. And now we got an answer, and that's good. That's fine. It's fine to know what's happening. Okay? King of Golf HD cheered. He says, your camera humping a wall and getting stuck on bosses is pretty easy to see. It's hard to say it's not a valid criticism of Sekiro. And, you know, it's something that's always been a problem with From Software games. But that's the thing. I say that, and then someone like Swaggins would say, well, no, that's not a problem. That's something to overcome, and you need to adjust to it, and you need to, like, no, sorry, it's a problem. It's stupid. If I die to a boss, that's legit. If I die to my own stupidity in gameplay, that's legit. If I die to a camera stuck on the boss of the wall, that's a flaw of the game, and you shouldn't have to find some kind of a workaround for the problem with the camera. The camera should just fucking work. And it's funny because the other day we were actually all in here when I was playing Sekiro brainstorming stuff. We were like, wow, what if the camera panned out or had a top-down view in situations like that where it could go through the wall, you can see some transparency. So at least you can see where you are and what you're doing, not that you get crunched against a wall where you can't see where you're moving, and the next thing you know, the camera's completely stuck and you're screwed, right? So if we could sit here and brainstorm solutions, then obviously there's a problem to solve. I'm just saying. So there you go. 300 bits. And he says, the people that don't believe you are really biased and irrational. It's that simple. I mean, here's the deal. If you were someone who watched my content and I went on this trip and then I announced that I got married during the trip, and your initial reaction is, wow, he scammed people, you probably shouldn't watch me anymore. I'm just saying, like, why were you watching in the first place? You know what I mean? Like, if that's the kind of person you think I am, I've been around for over 10 years doing this as content creator, and I'm pretty sure that with the vast majority of stuff that I've showed everyone, it's that that's not the kind of person I am. If you actually don't trust me, why are you here watching my content on a daily basis anyway? You know what I mean? And the truth of the matter is, I think a lot of people who don't believe me are the people who hate me anyway for various stupid reasons. So that's the truth of the matter. Now, you're going to have people who maybe did like my stuff, but now, I don't know, you know, or maybe they just don't want to be a part of the job. Maybe they know the fact that even if I'm telling the truth that, you know, trolls are going to be dicks to me now because of this going on, and they don't want to be a part of it anymore. I get that. I totally get that. You know, like I said, I respect Lord Lamb for coming out and being honest with me and upfront, rather than being like, oh, well, now that this happened, I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to be one of these guys who holds it in, doesn't say shit, and has hidden resentment towards you. And then 5 months later, I'll do something really malicious towards Phil because I'm still a moderator, versus I'll just tell him now that I don't want to be a moderator. Okay, good. That's very respectable. And I appreciate that because it's called being honest. And honesty, in my opinion, goes a long fucking way. Even if it means I'm being honest, I don't trust you, that's good. At least you told me. I respect that tremendously, you know? Okay. Sean took me $1, asked me, why am I insulting Wings of Redemption? I'm not. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I haven't mentioned him at all today, so don't know what the hell you're saying. Whiteboard Marker cheered. He said, here's some bits. Hopefully not streaming for a week wasn't too much of a hit to the bills. I mean, I'm going to be honest. It sucked. Like, that's essentially thousands of dollars. Not exaggerating, that I didn't make. Because there were no videos on YouTube, no revenue whatsoever on a stream. So I'm hoping to make it up. I am. I'm actually hoping that between now and the end of the month, I can make up for a lot of that lost time and money. So I guess we'll see. Ow.
And you'll see in his leaks that there were some doxes going on. They had King Tut's information, allegedly, at one point, before that moderator chat got nuked. they had various gay ops to try to get other channels deplatformed, such as Snort, but now, again, good luck with that. You know, GTG came up in some of them as well. So, once again, he's trying to go ahead and flag channels as being negative and as using his content to go ahead and take them down completely. So, detractors are living in his head rent-free right now. We also got Phil's thoughts on Ostmink, one of those big-time donators who came in, dropped a butt-ton of money, and then got his information doxed. And he got a whole bunch of flack for donating to the Pig Roach. He told us his thoughts about Swaggins and that how Swaggins was being kitty over all of this kind of stuff with him leaving and being sick of DSP overall. But we also got Swaggins' reply to that, which was pretty solid to see. Seems like this young man has finally turned over a new leaf and decided to go ahead and leave Master Pig Roach behind. We also saw him talk smack about Wings of Redemption, which is just pretty petty overall and just shouldn't have happened. Wings has come into his chat time and time again just to be a nice guy and drop messages back and forth to him. It's absurd that he can talk smack about somebody else on Twitch, get it leaked, and Twitch just doesn't bat an eye anymore. They don't care about how many times people report the Pig Roach. It doesn't matter to them because he still fills their pockets at the end of the day. Now, the source of the leaks is unconfirmed, as far as I know. But they started leaking out onto Twitter through DSP archives and LipJam. And as of now, Lambdingo and Swaggins have stepped away as mods. That's right, two of DSP's biggest mods just up and left. Swaggins was pretty much the lead moderator for the most part, ran the chat. But he didn't throw bits anymore and he got over DSP, as we all know. Now, who's left over there for DSP? Well, there's the Madeira guy, there's DeHopper, Kekken, and now John C. seems to be pushing his weight around as a mod. John C. changed his name recently to King of Golf HD, which is pretty meme-ish in itself, and it's ironic that that's his name because, well, last night, or actually yesterday, people were being banned because of their names that they had. And it wasn't even a trollish name. Heck, the name was even in the video I just showed you. That was, Wings of Redemption fan. He got banned for having that name in Phil's chat. And it's very amusing because King of Golf HD isn't a mod, and he is going off the rails. He's timing out people for salt emotes, for cheese emotes. The frog emote is now pretty much bannable. And good old Pig Roach put this out into his chat. Yeah, that's right. Oh, you have to do something pretty hard to go ahead and get banned here. No, you don't. You say taxes. Job? Heck, you can't tell him to get a job like his mom did. Because if you did, you got banned. You get banned for typing one in the chat because he's so paranoid that he thinks the Almighty One is watching him. Praise be. And he freaks out and backpedals and starts timing out people that type the number 1 in chat. DSP's chat is an echo chamber for him. That's all it is. He wants to see it all about him, not about soccer or anything else. It's not a place to hang out. You're supposed to hang out with him. He's your streamer. He's why people need to be there. But no, it's a bunch of people who want to laugh at him and just want to chop it up in his chat. So people are being banned for names. People are being banned for emotes. Chats are being nuked with clears, but thanks to better Twitch TV, that doesn't happen to me. And like most people. Because, well, don't clear your chat. So his chat's losing control once again. Who's gonna save it now? Nobody? John C. might just leave because of the stress. He has to come back to Daddy Pig Roach and ask if he did a good job each and every night. Just sit there and ban people, man. Some people think that he's an undercover troll or just a fair weather fan. To me, he's the good little boy who wants to make Daddy Pig Roach happy. He's not unbanning people left and right. That's somebody else doing it. But not a lot of people talk about this kind of stuff. They want to focus more on his money situation and things like that. But this will affect that stuff. Because now he's going to have to figure out new mods. He's going to have to go ahead and hope that somebody drops more cash in his wallet. Unlike the people that he's banning left and right. This little side arc of the Modpocalypse is intriguing to me. Not a lot has been revealed. Swaggin's put out this tweet about what the Pig Roach said. Pretty much saying exactly that he's not coming back anymore and why he doesn't want to do it anymore. I mean, at this point, just have Super Blind Man be a moderator in your chat. What's the worst that can happen? The guy doesn't see a meme that somebody posts and then you have to lean in and manual ban Mr. Pig Roach? No. You know what? I'm getting a little too worked up here. I want to just sit back and enjoy a nice spring day. Take a mental health day, if you will. The Pig Roach will carry on, as he always does. And eventually he will put his foot in his mouth again. Or more leaks will happen. Or more mods will leave. So let's all sit here together. Enjoy a lovely day. And I will see you next time on another episode of the Pig Roach Files. Be safe out there, guys.